Okay, so here we have some extreme water spotting. So I'm going through, I've already hit it with acid. I'll link the acid in the description. But when we're doing an acid bath, we're doing it in rounds. We're in shade. The client's expectations have already been managed, but as you can see, just me going through, it's lightening them up. But can't expect this to be done in one pass. As you can see, it's lightening up, but you have to let it soak. You have to keep cycles. You have to keep doing it in cycles. You don't want this stuff to dry. Going in, I use an applicator pad whenever they're this thick, just because it holds more of the acid inside the applicator. If you're using a towel, that works also, but I find with the towel it tends to be a little bit more messy because it starts leaking. But these are really heavy water spots. But as you can see, they're lightening up already. If I stayed in some of these for a good amount of time, they're almost coming off completely. But I like to do them in rounds because it stays even. Some of these are a lot thicker than others, depending on where they're at on the vehicle and where the sprinklers were hitting them and how long they've been on. So usually the higher they are, the lighter they are. So that part you'll start to see cut down and disappear faster than the bottom ones. These ones usually have more minerals compounded, so they take a little bit longer to remove. They just have a little bit more bite to them. Like you could actually feel the texture in them. And the acid is diluted. I'm using a 4-to-1 dilution. I probably could have went 1-to-1 with this. And then you want to give it a rinse. You still want a little bit of acid doing the work. Same thing with the rims. We keep hitting these with acid too. He used the Green Monster in this section. Give it a wipe to see if it... Yeah. We are going to give this a light polish when we're done. But the Green Monster has a little bit of texture in it, and it's meant for dirty work. So we might do this after every pass of acid. As you can see, it's lining up quite a bit. It's getting it's breaking it down. Just think of it as just hard water and slowly got to get shaved down. So dirty work acid materials, keep those separate. Pump sprayer, the KCX, these pump sprayers, I can't say enough about them, especially the acid ones, because these things are champs. Best pump sprayers we've ever used. Usually the acid sprayers, yeah, we went through all of them. IK, Marolex, all of them, all the pump sprayers that we thought were going to hold up, none of them held up like this. All right, don't worry about it, Sal. Look at that with the Green Monster. So we're going to do one more with the acid and on these wheels. Let this stuff really go to work. Let it break down. And then after we do this, we're going to hit it with Decon. This side, I wouldn't be surprised if I could rinse it. And
this part right here, that was after it was rinsed.
Rinsing. Always keep acid stored safely as well. Don't keep it anywhere where you could accidentally hit it or where that trigger is going to release, because you'll ruin some stuff. Let's go back with the applicator and that. Boom, it's starting to come off now. Usually second pass, second, third pass, you really start to see things happen. Sometimes that first two passes, it's nothing, especially on examples like this. Sal, can you hit the rims? Okay, here we go. Big difference now, look at that. And for vehicles where it's not bad water spots, this usually gets a one shot. I'll take care of it. How are the windows looking, Sal? Okay. The water spot removal, sometimes it just takes a little bit of elbow grease. And then also the clay, we're going to come in with the clay bar. The clay is going to help remove some of the residual too.
Take it easy, JB. Take it easy. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Washing in the freaking cold.
Well, this is our second appointment. Our first one was at 6:30. So yeah, we know how to work it in the.
I mean, the water stays on the car a little bit longer. I guess it doesn't evaporate as easy.
Yeah, yeah, get that dwell time.
All right, well, you guys have a good one.
You too.
All done? Yeah, that was it. Full option prepared. My bad. My man was here 10 minutes.
What did he have to do?
The back chip repair at the ratio.
What? Nice. Oh, that's JB?
That's JB.
Oh, I didn't know that was JB. I never met JB.
10 minutes.
That's what I'm talking about. And with that cash price too, huh? JB hit him with that cash price. I know that was JB. Oh, you knew it was you?
Yeah.
I never met him. Oh yeah. This is like butter now. So I think this video right here is going to be informative and help a lot of people. And you could even get these, you got to be careful with these areas. I don't like to spray directly on these, but the runoff usually doesn't do much. And just know you're going to have, like, we're already damaged. These are already damaged. So these are already going to be damaged from the water spots, all of the trim. So it's okay to hit it with a little bit of acid if it's at a certain point, in my opinion, because we are going to have to restore that trim anyway. There's really nothing we can do since it's already damaged. So you might as well get the water spots off. And these were the roughest areas, so I'm not expecting to get it off of this one on this shot. These areas were really rough. All of this stuff you got to be very careful. All this fake chrome, you don't want to go in there with too strong of acid because it'll pull that stuff up and it'll start wrinkling, and then it's done. Get over there. Okay, so now this side here. Oh yeah, this is, look how easy that comes off. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about right there. Second round, good to go. And on vehicles that have good paint systems, this is a Lexus, vehicles that have good paint system, they the paint really responds well. Any of the European paint too. And then worst case scenario, whatever we can't get off with acid, we come back through and we hand polish. But it looks like most of this stuff's coming out good. So this is all part of the prep work stage. And then this guy here is going to be tossed. We're going to go through one more time with the acid. What are you doing, Sal?
Scuffs.
Okay, so Sal's going around with the magic eraser getting scuffs. And then we'll also have time where we can go through and possibly the Ulex. And this car's getting a quick little polish too at the end. So there's acid across the whole bottom, Sal. So I'm gonna let that sit, then we're gonna rinse it. And then we're gonna let Sal go through one more time with the Green Monster. If you guys haven't gotten a Green Monster, man, go get one, because
Dang.
I think they're sold out right now. But
Oh man.
I'm gonna use this towel here. The reason I'm gonna use a towel is because I'm gonna toss this when I'm done. Is I'm just gonna give this a quick wipe with the acid still on here, and you're gonna see a lot of this stuff just starts to come off, a lot of these stains. And try not to dilute it down. I want to work it in while it's still strong. And then I'll rinse it out. Then we're going to go into our wheel cleaning. This is like heavy duty decon stuff here. And some of these are not, they're just not going to come out. You know, the owner knows that they've been neglected, so there's going to be spots that are just not going to come out. You know, we're not going to be hand polishing these. It's not that type of vehicle. It's not that type of work, and the client's not requesting that type of service. Yeah. And then you could actually, if you want, go ahead and get that one prepped. Go ahead, hit it with Magic Wheel Cleaner real nice. And that way we can start the decon stage. See how it's just melting away those water spots. I've learned if you dilute it or if you spray it down, it's not going to come off as good. And I'm just using it with the towel because sometimes the brushes don't get in there as good as I'd like. Sometimes you got to put in the handwork, a little extra handwork. Again, these crevices, especially where there's a lot of heavy buildup, those brushes just get built up with that junk so fast. And then if you could give this side just a spray and that side a spray to remove the acid all across the whole bottom. The bumper right here. Thank you. So this, by appearance, looks like the cleanest wheel, one with the least amount of water spots. So I'm removing the water spots. Sal's going behind with the water, giving it a rinse, and then hitting it with the magic wheel cleaner. We're gonna let that magic wheel cleaner really go to work. Then we're gonna get the scrubbing. When he's done with putting the magic wheel cleaner on these rims, as he's doing that, I'm gonna be putting RRR, the rust remover decon, on the paint in the windows. That way we have the wheels surface deconning. So this also trash, acid trash. Then also, if you're working with acid, make sure that you're rinsing everything off, including your gloves. You don't want to contaminate stuff. Green Monster. Check out this Green Monster. So it cleans up. We used this twice today. We used it on the first vehicle, and then we used it on this vehicle, and man, these Green Monsters are fantastic. KLIN Korea. So now RRR. Go in. We're gonna do RRR, let this thing bleed out. Oh yeah. Yeah, they were on there pretty good.
Oh yeah.
They were on there good. Now, excuse the smell. This is an iron remover. It's breaking down all the particles that are embedded into the surface of the vehicle. So it's a heavy duty one. So
I can't smell most things anymore.
oh, okay.
I barely smell anything.
Yeah, it has a heavy sulfur smell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smell a little bit of it.
Oh, sorry, Sal. I didn't get you, did I? No. Okay. And this is one of the products where people are like, "Oh, don't use it for everything." When we know a car has been neglected, or maybe it's never had a detail, and we know that wash process is going to be a little rough, oh, we go this first. We go this route first. There's times where before the pre-wash, we hit it with this, and then we started, because we didn't even want to, because we knew that pre-wash wasn't going to do nothing. I had half a bottle in here, so it's, and then again, look, Green Monster. I don't want this bottle to get all nasty. I reuse this bottle. I buy it by the gallon, or by the 1.5 gallon, and we like to keep our bottles clean, so I wipe it down. The Green Monster, and just give it a rinse. And now we're just gonna let the chemicals do the work. Started with the MS, the KCX acid, the KCX Magic Wheel Cleaner, KCX RRR, multi-star pre-wash, and KLIN Korea Green Monster. And we also had an applicator pad. And that's the only tools we used so far. And the vehicle's already looking great. And we can see the colors. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Whole lot. Safe to say everything else will come off with the clay and the polish. Now this exterior is gonna look mighty fine. Okay, so now we have our carbon collected foam cannon. This has GFX, so Christmas time. And we're going right over the iron remover. We're polishing this out, so we're not tripping off of, oh, you're gonna rub that stuff in. This vehicle, you saw this car before. It's getting a single step wash. We're gonna go through clay it. When we're done with the clay, we're going to give it one more hit with soap. We'll give it the contact wash, and then I'll go through and hit the wheels. So I'm gonna let these wheels just really marinate for a good amount of time before I go in there with the brushes. I'm gonna let it go to work. So code red today, guys. Use the red wheel cleaner, RRR, and clay bar. You could see the color change, all the contaminants being removed. Why'd you go with the red one, Sal?
Everyone's seen this vehicle. Number one, the vehicle was heavy with all kinds of stuff on it, with the water spots, all that. And you could tell by how much contaminants in it, but when you put the RRR on it.
Yeah.
So it was no brainer.
That's why it's good to have both with you guys. So people are like, well, I only like to have one clay. That's great, but if you're looking for time savings and really targeting your needs, it's good to have, we carry 3 levels of clay with us: the synthetic towel, the mild, and the aggressive. And if I had to choose one, I would choose the aggressive. Yes, it may mar a little bit more, but I don't want to deal with having to take 2 to 3 times longer because my clay isn't strong enough. I don't want to have to do nobody wants to have to do a red clay bar job that's aggressive with the clay towel, because that's just, now you're losing money. You're losing money, you're losing time, you're losing labor. This stuff's falling. But yeah, some of these areas are heavy. That feels like overspray. You got overspray over there, Sal? Oh, I got some overspray over here. You know what? I think this panel might have been resprayed. Nope, it's just heavy overspray. Oh yeah, heavy. And there still may be some mineral deposits also on the surface. Kicking stuff up. Ugh. think the clay bar is grabbing some of the. So, you love ripping?
Sure do.
I love ripping.
Sure do.
Well, it's our hometown. Ripping, we love you. We're here for you. Details. You want that? A bigger. Okay, so we're gonna do one quick rinse. Then I'm gonna do acid. Then we're gonna go soap, and then right on top of the acid and soap, we are gonna go into contact wash. The barrels, we already got the face. Sal's doing the contact wash. Then we'll do the final rinse. And we've had acid sitting, magic wheel cleaner sitting, and we scrubbed them. So if these wheels don't get clean, then that's it. We've given it the kitchen sink. So that means it's there to stay. This final rinse is always the fun one because everything, it shows what we have now. And at this point we're ready to go for polish. What are those mitts? What are those mitts you're using right there?
Oh, man, it's Korea.
You already know. You already know. What's the difference between those mitts and other mitts? Sal, what can you say?
It's a feel. These grab more.
Yeah.
But don't take my word for it. You'll feel it.
Yeah. If you guys know KLIN, you already know. And they don't disappoint with the applicators or the mitts. I hope you guys are enjoying these point of view videos. You know, the horse trailer, the exterior wash. Now we're getting you with the guys the water spot removal. Trying to show you guys firsthand something fresh that's, you know, not really out there. Some transparency for you pros and DIYers, or maybe beginners, or maybe you just like to watch cleaning videos. We ready? Can I start over here?
You can start outside.
Okay. Trim's looking good. So now I'm polishing out with H902, the Rupes, and the wool KCX pad. And look at the finish on this thing. So that's what we're going to end up with. Silky smooth finish. And of course, KLIN Korea Carbon Collective, zero towel for removal. It's cold, so you guys know how the if you're working outdoors or in a cold shop, you know some of these compounds can react. Probably should have waited for the hood, but look at that finish. Look at that hood saw. Paint came back really nice. Okay, finished polishing up. I'm gonna hit the paint prep, get this all paint prepped. I got to take care of the rims. I'm now doing the fine trim that had water spots on it. There was water spots all throughout here. Just using a polishing pad. You can use old polishing pads, cut off old pieces, especially like the 5-inch ones, cut them off. That way you're able to kind of get into these little cracks and crevices and polish stuff out. You know, nice little hack. Reuse them. This was actually a decent one, but there's no rules to this, man. So we just get the little polishing pads and go to work. Look how clean it is now. Those are going to make a huge difference. All the little accents that this has. There's some up front here, so I'm making sure that I'm getting all those guys with the water spot removal. And sometimes you just need to go in. Another reason I love the KLIN towel. I have a little bit of polish on here. I'm just going to go in here and give it this elbow grease, because these were stubborn, didn't want to come off. These little water spots on here. So I'm just going to go in here and really give it some elbow grease. See what happens. They may come out, they may not. This is the last shot. This is the last I'm messing with it. I would like to get a good amount of these off. There we go. There we go. And this is just F601 fine cut. KCX abrasives have a very big latitude of what they're capable of doing, you know, polishing and finishing. And so you know, I've already gone at this three, 4 times. The client knew some of these weren't going to come out, so we'll see how it looks when I'm finished up. We may go back, do it again. More than likely we will. Hit that little Lexus badge. So here is the result at the end. Water spot removal. Water spot's gone. Check out the wheels. All those water spots are gone. Solution finish on all the black trim. So I'll take care of the interior. Look at the gloss on the paint. SO2. Completely different car. That's it.